How James went from $0 to $1,000 a week. Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak in English. Have you ever wondered if it's really possible to turn your life around from zero to success? Maybe you've been stuck in a rut, thinking that financial freedom is out of reach. Well, today's story will change all of that. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success, said Albert Schweitzer. And today, I'm going to tell you the story of James, a guy who went from literally $0 to earning $1,000 a week, all within a few months. Imagine what you could do with that kind of income. This story is packed with lessons on hard work, resourcefulness, and the power of persistence. If James can do it, so can you. Stick around, because this story is going to inspire you to take action today. Let me introduce you to James. James was a regular guy in his mid-20s, living in a small apartment in Atlanta, Georgia. Like many people, James had dreams of financial freedom, travel, and living a comfortable life. But at the time, he was stuck. He had a minimum wage job, struggling to cover rent, utilities, and basic expenses. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing, said Walt Disney. But James wasn't doing much. He had been talking about his dreams for years, but he had no clear plan. He kept thinking, there must be a way out, but I don't know where to start. It wasn't that James wasn't trying. He worked hard every day, but his income was just enough to get by, nothing more. He felt like he was working all the time, but getting nowhere. That's when something changed. One evening, after another long day at work, James was scrolling through social media when he came across a video about people making money online. Side hustles, freelance work, and even creating passive income. The more he watched, the more he realized, this is it. This is my chance. It always seems impossible until it's done, said Nelson Mandela. And James decided to take that first step, no matter how small. He didn't have a lot of money to invest, but he did have time, energy, and a willingness to learn. James started researching different ways to make money online. He didn't want to waste time with scams or get-rich-quick schemes. He focused on legitimate opportunities. After a lot of trial and error, he decided to dive into freelancing, specifically social media management. At first, he felt overwhelmed. The learning curve was steep, and he wasn't sure if anyone would hire him. But James stuck with it. He spent hours learning about social media marketing, reading blogs, watching tutorials, and practicing his skills. The secret to getting ahead is getting started, said Mark Twain. And that's exactly what James did. He got started. After a few weeks of learning, James felt ready to take the plunge. He created a simple website to showcase his skills, set up a LinkedIn profile, and started reaching out to small businesses that needed social media help. It was tough at first. He sent dozens of cold emails and messages, but only received a few responses. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out, said Robert Collier. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't easy. But James kept working. Then, something incredible happened. A small local business in Atlanta hired James to help them manage their Instagram and Facebook accounts. It wasn't much, but it was a start. They agreed to pay him $100 for the first month. It wasn't a fortune, but it was proof that his efforts were starting to pay off. James worked tirelessly for his first client. He designed eye-catching posts, scheduled regular updates, and engaged with followers. The results were impressive. The business started seeing more engagement, and their sales grew. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today, said Franklin D. Roosevelt. James' first success gave him the confidence to reach out to more businesses. He started using the results from his first client as proof that he could deliver. James continued to hustle. He worked evenings, weekends, and sometimes even late into the night. Slowly but surely, he gained more clients. He raised his rates as his experience and reputation grew. What started as a $100 gig turned into a $500 gig, and then $1,000 a month. Within just a few months, James had reached $1,000 a week, a goal he never thought possible when he first started. His life was changing, and it was all because he made the decision to take action. By the end of his first year, James was earning more than $1,000 a week. He was no longer just a freelancer. He had built a small team to help him manage multiple clients. He expanded his services to include website management, content creation, and digital marketing. "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take," said Wayne Gretzky. James had taken the shot, and now his business was thriving. He was able to leave his 9 to 5 job and work full-time on his business. James didn't stop there. He continued to reinvest in his business, taking courses to improve his skills, attending webinars, and networking with other entrepreneurs. He knew that if he wanted to continue growing, he had to keep learning and adapting. Looking back, James could hardly believe how far he'd come. From struggling to make ends meet to earning $1,000 a week, his journey had been filled with challenges, setbacks, and hard work. But through it all, he had learned some valuable lessons. "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams," said Eleanor Roosevelt, and James believed in his dream. That belief is what kept him going when things were tough. He learned that success isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about consistency, dedication, and staying focused on your goals. It's about building trust with clients, offering real value, and never giving up, no matter how hard it gets. So, what about you? Do you have a side hustle in mind? Maybe you're wondering, is it too late for me? Can I really do this? The answer is yes. Just like James, you can start from zero and build something incredible. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you start. If James' story inspired you, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe to Speak in English for more motivational stories and tips. Thank you for watching, and remember, the journey to success starts with one small step. Take that step today.